Preparing to stream live. Setting up meeting. We are live.
Give it a second. I don't trust the YouTubes. Ready? Steady, flow. What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Thesis, aka Thesis himself, from Vaping with Thesis. That's right, God bless it. Now, look, bitch, it's okay. But the truck is know what the state of things lately is the past couple of days. We've all been down in the funk, including myself. That has not changed. However, there has been a glimmer of hope. I kind of want to touch base on that. That's why I brought my boy Andrew being on this. So with that said, huge shout out to the patrons, all the guys who's joined. We got Bob Squash, Chef the Vapor, John Augusta, S Trooper Rabbit, aka Sergio. Actually, the AKA is reverse. Andrew Albright, of course, Avalanche Reviews, and then my sister. So before we get started with that, I do want to touch on the fact that I do have some barrages left. For the most part, it's going to be rainbow and stainless steel, as well as limited gold. I have 0 black ones left. I'm getting the reviewer ones sent out as we speak. There's a few, I'm trying to think. There's a few different options I've got, but right now the 1 through 10 serials are basically, you know, I've only got 2 number ones left, and they're fucking mine. Sorry, not sorry. I gave one to my mom, one to my dad. Hold on. Excusez-moi, je ne parle pas français. Chimpanzee. And then what are we getting into that? Oh, so let's go and talk politics for a second. I don't give a fuck whether you're left. I don't give a fuck whether you're right. Although I got to say, if you're in the middle, that's what's correct. That's the correct shit. That's what I'm at. You got to love the gays, love the guns at the same time. You got to love the gays and defend their rights with guns. So I'm like somewhere in the middle. Libertarian type status, although I don't believe in libertarian type economics. We'll kind of get into that in a sec. There was also some tweets officially from the Libertarian Party. So I do want to touch base on this. If you guys are not aware or you've been living under a rock, the whole flavor ban thing that's going on over the past few days. But Donald Trump did tweet just a few hours ago at 5. I don't know what time it would be, East Coast-ish. While I like vaping,
4:30 East Coast.
4:30 East Coast. While I like the vaping alternative to cigarettes, we need to make sure what is up with his capitalization in the beginning of words. Does anyone ever realize that? Why are cigarettes, the C in cigarettes, capitalized? While I like the vaping alternative to cigarettes, we need to make sure this alternative is safe for all. When he says all, what's the intent? For adults, I'm assuming that's what he means, right?
No, I think he means. I think that what he's referring to there is the vaping illnesses.
Okay, safe for all. Let's get counterfeits off the market. So at least somebody, either him or somebody around him, is trying to help educate him in the right direction, because vaping nicotine has never been the issue. The issue was THC and counterfeit products on the black market. And I do want to touch on something too. Like when someone says vaping, understand that vaping by itself cannot be outlawed, because it is literally what your Windex bottle does. It literally atomizes liquid content. It's what a carburetor does in a 2-stroke. Right? It's the atomization of anything is just turning a liquid into a gas, right? The actual act of vaping has nothing to do with the illnesses. It's the chemicals such as vitamin E oil and counterfeit THC cartridges. And then it says, keep young children from vaping. Of course, no one has ever been pro-kid vaping. Okay, Andrew. So if you could clear up some things for us, or just give us a background. You're the one here you're my go-to advocate.
So one thing that I'll touch on that you said is somebody's talking in his ear. So originally that was true. Melania definitely plugged something, and immediately what happened next was the National Youth Tobacco Survey data started showing up. So I want to be clear that this has little to do with the illnesses. This whole entire flavor ban has little to nothing to do with the illnesses. I shouldn't say nothing, little, and more to do with the National Youth Tobacco Survey coming out and a 7% increase in youth vaping. So
is there a line between when they say youth vaping? Are they lumping in THC with that? Are they lumping in nicotine vaping? And with that, do you know? Is it just one or the other?
Good question. No, I do believe marijuana use is separate within the survey. And we can touch on that too, because we don't know how educated these teens are. So we don't know if they're answering these questions correctly or not. So do we know if they know the difference between nicotine vaping and marijuana vaping, and do they know what they're asking when they say e-cigarette and vaping and blah blah blah? There's a lot of unanswered questions. We don't know how educated these teens are. But the other part of
100%.
it that I'll say is you're talking about somebody talking in his ear. So originally it was Melania. I've heard some stories about maybe their son got caught with a jewel. I don't hold any credence in it because nobody can verify that. But the second part of it is, I firmly believe the tweet that came out today was simply because of everybody calling the White House. So everybody, whatever you do, drop everything you can, call the White House every single day for the next year. I don't care, however long it takes. Everybody needs to call the White House every single day. It's an automated messaging line. So all you have to do is leave a voicemail. You just say, I'm vehemently opposed to a flavor ban. I use flavors to stop smoking. I smoked for X amount of years, and I will go back to smoking if you ban flavors. Those are your talking points. Stick to those. Don't get anecdotal. Don't say, I feel better.
No.
Stick to strictly facts, because that's the only way we can combat any of it.
Yeah, you don't want something that they can argue against. You don't want something for them to sit and pause at. You just want to simply say, I am a voter. I vape, I vote, I'm against the flavor ban. Keep it short, keep it simple. You don't want to fucking take up people's time, but at the same time, we need to be heard. Shane, sup, Shane? So Shane just texted me just now, Shane Smith, one of my boys, and I thought the same thing initially when I saw the tweet, because I hadn't spoke to anybody, but I just literally came up on my news feed, or my feed on Twitter. A part of me thinks that this whole tweet that he just said, and I'm going to quote Shane here, is to save face. And I have
there's a secondary part of that. So don't forget, we are 13 million vapors in the United States. So don't forget that he's up for re-election in exactly a year, and that's something that he's taking into consideration. He doesn't want to lose 13 million votes overnight, and he effectively did that on Wednesday. So now he's kind of trying to backtrack and trying to figure out, how can I save my election, because he knows that 13 million votes would be detrimental. And
listen, I will put politics out there. I don't give a fuck if I isolate half my viewers or not. At the end of the day, you're with me because you like me, or you're with me because you don't. End of sentence. So you're not because you don't. I, generally speaking, am a hardcore left-wing nut job when it comes to social. Is that the right? Social. You're socially liberal. Yep. Socially very liberal. The gays, the lesbians and trannies and stuff, like, fucking do all that. All that kind of good shit. Guns, I'm pretty hardcore right. Drugs, I think they should all be legalized, and that's something I've always openly talked about, because, like, places like Portugal, Sweden, all these places that have shown, what are they called? Heroin clinics? Someone help me out. Clean houses, where you're able to get the drugs you need in order to, not be dope sick, and then also help find jobs, so on and so forth. It's just a lot with the rat study. If you look back in the 80s, Rat City, Rat Park or Rat City, what I believe was the study was called. But I fucking cannot stand Trump. I generally vote, moderate Democrat. But if this happens, if Trump actually stands behind these vapors, I will happily switch parties. Right now, at this point in my life, at this point in my career, at this point in me, knowing that I've made the difference in so many people's lives, specifically, selfishly, however you want to say it, my mom's life, my father-in-law's life, the people closest to me's lives, my life, my kids' life. I stand behind this. I stand behind this. I stand behind flavors, all this shit. I don't give a fuck if it's a shitty throwaway disposable. I don't give a fuck if it's a dual 18650 or a mech mod. As long as you're off cigarettes, I believe in this so much and wholeheartedly that it's gotten to the point, like, where I've turned down other gigs so I can continue to work in this industry, reviewing, continue to do YouTube. And that's not, patting myself on the back. I'm just simply saying, like, this is a community, a friendship that I developed with so many of these people where I believe in whole fucking heartedly. I fought my own sister on it tooth and nail for fucking years. And now that she's seen the science, now she's understanding more and more of it, just like the rest of my family. Like, it's gotten to the point where I'm willing to completely switch political parties just to ensure the safety and the like, ensure, how you say it? Insurance, not insurance, reassurance that our industry is going to stay a vibrant part of this fucking community and vibrant part of this of the economics or the economy, capitalism, all that kind of good shit. Sorry, that was a lot.
So I'm going to comment on that real quick.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying, and I think that's a great point to make. I'll also say this: Wednesday, Trump went against not only his entire political party, but against 6.5 to 7 million vapors that voted for him, who thought they were going to be saving this industry. And we all need to look at what he said on Wednesday and take a really hard look at the fact that I don't think he gives a shit about our industry as what it is.
No, of course not. He's not getting paid from lobbyists from us. You know what
I mean? So he can retract every statement he said on Wednesday. The damage is done. Within the past 3 weeks, our industry has seen at least a 30% decrease in consumer sales because of
where are you getting those
what he
numbers?
calls
30% decrease
from the dozens of store owners that I've talked to. It's not a made up number. I'm going straight in the middle of what people say. It's anywhere from 20 to 50%. So, I mean, just go into your local shop and ask them. They will tell you 100% that they've seen very much decreased sales for 2 reasons.
Let me ask the chat. Let me ask the chat and let me ask the panel quick. I don't know if you guys did what I did. So I don't buy a concentrate. I buy my own version of a concentrate from Vape Dudes. Icelanda, what's going on? Chef Vapor, J Rob, Perry Dubs, David Sutek, Heath Moore, Shane. All these motherfuckers, what's going on, guys? I want a general question for everybody. So I buy my version of a concentrate from Vape Dudes. That day around, I don't know, 3 or 4 in the afternoon, hours after I got the notification, I straight up spent like $150 on concentrate. Just in case, like just out of sheer that reptilian panic you got in the back of your brainstem. You know what I'm saying? And I'm curious to see what other people's reactions are and were. What about what panel?
I'm gonna crucify you for that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's exactly what's wrong with our industry.
Agreed.
There is so many people going on.
That was just my instinct. Real quick.
No, I know, and I get it. I understand. I'm not saying I don't understand. But what I will say is, every post that I see where somebody's like, "Well, it's time to DIY," you don't get the point of this industry whatsoever.
No,
the point of this industry is not about the people that are watching this video right now. It's not about any of us that are on this panel. It's about the 500,000 smokers that are going to die this year from smoking-related illness. So if they're not going to go DIY,
Facebook post, Andrew, why aren't you reading?
They're not going to go
that I post.
They're not going to go DIY. They're gonna keep smoking and they're going to die.
No, this is a selfish move. This wasn't to make videos. I didn't even tell anybody about this till now. That was just like, fuck, I need my menthol.
And I get it.
Yeah.
And
it has
a thought that crossed my mind too. No,
it has less to do with my panic.
It
has more to do with I'm scared of the company that I was purchasing from may panic and just shut down. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if this company is going to fucking be there in a week. So let's just go ahead and place in, $150 order with a coupon code and shit. Let me ask you a question. You've dealt directly in e-liquid. This is kind of off subject, but on subject. I was yelled at, not yelled at. I was hated on for outing e-liquid manufacturing numbers in terms of monetary shit. So I did the math and I broke it down 4 years ago. And I said, do you guys realize that the e-liquid you're paying basically $1 a mil at that time, $1 milliliter for $30 for 3 mil, is coming out to, I forget the exact number. What is it? $1,800 a gallon. And I knew people personally who went from literally living in a single bedroom apartment to buying a Porsche in under 6 months. What does it cost to manufacture? I genuinely don't know. What does it cost to manufacture good e-liquid, including an ISO approved room? Do you know?
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I have a great idea. There's a range. What I'll tell you is it costs between, well, I guess I should take the big players in the perspective here too. Anywhere from 75 cents to $3 a 60 mil to manufacture. But don't forget, hold on, there's also a middleman, and a than a tertiary, man, too.
Real
Because
quick, I just want to correct myself though before fucking people call me on it. It's 3,785 milliliters per gallon. At that time in the industry, and I'm sure you remember it, Andrew, 2015, circa 2015, it was basically $1 a mil. 2015,
it was
about $1 a mil. $3,785.41 per gallon.
Mhm.
Now, in terms of profit, I don't know what that is because I don't know what the manufacturing cost for e-liquid is. But just keep that in mind at that time. You know,
we'll still go on the high side. Let's just say $3. Let's say $3.30 mil.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, it's tenfold.
Yep.
So
that profit margin is fucking.
So they were making it for $375 a gallon, ish.
Yeah.
So you're talking about $3,400 a gallon they were making profit, but that's not true.
Overhead.
So back up, because I don't know if I want to blow the entire industry out of the water right now.
No, this is, dude. If we're being honest, let's be honest. How do you feel about it?
Well, so
I have no problem with giving companies profit. They make a product.
I mean, you have to. I wanna preface all this with everybody has to make $1.
Of course,
I really want to preface.
If I didn't make money every month, if it wasn't for Patreon, if it wasn't for sponsors, I wouldn't be here doing this. I don't have I don't have unlimited bank account to sit here and make videos all day. I just don't.
So I really want to stress that this is, everybody has to make a buck, and there's not a lot of people that are making Porsche money in this industry.
Not anymore. Nope.
Well, not even when it was good, because there's
2
only
or 3 years I
players.
watched buy fucking Lambos. So
right, but again, you're talking about one company. We're talking about 1% of the industry is making a lot of money, and the other 99% is making a living. All right.
Yeah.
So the way it goes is a manufacturer's making it. They're typically selling mostly to a distributor. So let's say that $3, then they sell it for $6 to a distributor, and then that distributor goes and sells it for about $10 to the shop, and then the shop sells it for between $20 and $25. The shop does have the biggest overhead. Please take that into consideration. Your shop is not making a ton of money off of you. Believe me, they're not.
No, they get probably the worst end of the deal.
Yeah,
I can tell you for a fact. I'll give you a good example. When Provari was at their peak, my local vape shop was making $23 on them. I remember because I asked, and I bought them from them, and they're like, "Why would you purchase these?" And it was funny because I commend them, Vermilion River. I commend them for doing it. They're one of the biggest nicotine providers in the United States for shops and liquid at that time. And they're like, "Look, we don't make any profit off Provaris. We just have them as the same reason you'd have a fucking F350 that's jacked and fucking sitting on 37-inch tires out front of the dealership. It just attracts eyes. You know what I mean?
Because you have a small wallet.
Yeah, you have a small lot. Whatever. Do you have a small penis? Is that what you're saying, Andrew? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, I don't have a jacked F350, so.
Yeah, neither do I. I got something.
He's just got a super chat.
Super chat. Where's that? Thank you so much, J Money. This is how I survive. Super chats are so fucking appreciated. I wish you would have added a question to that. J Money, thank you so much, bro. I'm an open book. If you want to super chat, ask a question, ask an inappropriate question. Those are my favorite questions, but ask whatever you want. Penises, pubes, balls, buttholes. I don't know. Pick something that's.
If anybody's been asking me something in the chat, I haven't been paying attention, so please ask again.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I mean, everybody's making $1, and you're gonna look at those prices that I just said, and you're gonna say, "Wow, people are making a ton of money."
Do you know how much
Just
taxes
trust
are?
me when I tell you they're not.
Let me guys give you an example of my taxes and overhead, if I would. So Mandy and I just did the math. Thank you so much for joining, Josh. One of my BFFs right there. So open, what's it called? Open book. Secret time, as Bert Kreischer says. A couple of months ago, just off the top of my head, $3,200 in my bank account for that month. Now, say it's $3,000. Taxes, federal 30%. Now it's $900 off the top. My internet cost, on top of what's going on Vapor Haze all the way down in Australia from Southern California. My internet cost, and then my cost to purchase mods is around $600 a month. So 900 plus 600, we're already at $1,500. I'm barely making 1,500. Now that's not even including my Zoom cost, my Photoshop cost every month, my Canva cost to make thumbnails, and so on and so forth. The list goes on. At the end of the day, I end up by paying myself $300 for a month's worth of work. So this month I'm going to be doing one of the, in the beginning of the month, I was projected to do the best I've ever done, best month ever. With this whole flavor ban thing, it plummeted. It fucking, I can show you some emails that like basically companies panicked. Chinese companies who were sending, and all of a sudden like, well, we might not be distributing to the United States now. So I can show you fucking, it was at least 4 emails that were basically saying our sponsorships, we're no longer offer sponsorships in the United States. So with that said, you go, if it's $3,200 and I make $300, that's a really difficult position to be in for any of us. So thank you so much, J Money. I forgot why I brought that up. Tangents. Josh, how you doing tonight, bro? Now I want to hear your lovely voice. Oh God.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Speak English. Wait, you did that incorrectly. Let me go and just do that for you once again, Josh. Ready?
All right, it's hello.
That's how you do it.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Go and do it for everybody. There you go. That's that cloud pump. All right, so continue, Andrew, please, if you would. The money situation in terms of wholesale and stuff. So, because you have firsthand wholesale experience in terms of e-liquid, I'm curious to know. You guys were a distributor and a manufacturer at the time, correct?
Yeah. I mean, sort of.
Oh, you either
a manufacturer, any manufacturer can be a distributor, because if you want to get technical, a manufacturer can sell directly to the store, so they're cutting out that distributorship. So that's where the most money's at. If you can cut out the distributor and sell straight to a store, then you're
panel in
making,
a fucking row
profit.
just walked across the screen. Am I blind? Did I just see someone on my panel walk? John, did you just walk across the? Keep going, distributor. Fucking distractions.
That's it.
Yeah. So you get it. Now, let me do a what if. Let me do one of those. What are they called? Hypotheticals. The hypnosis. So if in the flavor ban were to go into effect, which it's still on the fucking table as far as I'm concerned. I trust Trump, like I said, as far as I can throw it. If that goes into effect, what would you do personally, Andrew?
Well, I have many streams of revenue now, so not super.
I'm not talking about monetarily. I'm talking about vaping.
Personally for vaping. I don't know. I don't have any plan B. I am not thinking about that. I'm not. It's the furthest thought from my mind, personally.
It's called a hypnotical.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
I don't have any plan. And the reason I don't have a plan is because I will only have a plan when I need to have a plan. I don't need to have a plan yet, because I believe that 13 million vapors will have a voice, and I believe that we can institute change. So I think as long as everybody gets on board, and every single shop in the United States makes sure that they tell every single customer that walks in their door to call the White House and leave a fucking voicemail to just say, I'm going to go back to smoking if I don't have access to flavored vapor products, then we will induce change.
100%. 100%.
I do have something I'd like to add to that, actually. And maybe it's just the way that the wording is. It sounds, it ticks in my brain. By saying that I will go back to smoking, it keeps popping in my mind of like, isn't that kind of what they're also trying to do? They're trying to get you back to smoking.
You're thinking conspiracy theory. Stop. They're not that smart.
You know
No,
what's
they're not
hilarious
that- they're not that smart.
Josh and Andrew are both some of the most thick-headed, non-conspiratorial, logical,
Not.
and the
I agree. But I'm just saying it's just the way that the wording, and I've heard it from a lot of people.
I get it.
I know I
It's
agree
just
with
the
you.
wording that ticks in my mind of like,
This is the first time you and I have been on the same side of a conspiracy since I met you. So I'm just wanting to point that out. And it's hilarious seeing Andrew. It's like watching Michael Shermer agree with fucking Alex Jones, who's actually agreeing with Tyson, Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's like I'd be Alex Jones in this situation, and all of a sudden you got Michael Shermer and fucking what's his nuts, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I'm in the background like, okay, I'm winning because I got Michael Shermer right here. So the fact, I just want to go ahead and point that out, Josh. I love you. This is I'm actually a little bit uncomfortable.
Look, I'm not saying that I am conspiracy on this. I'm purely just saying that's
Logic.
what clicked in my head right away.
You mean you had logic, Josh? Is that what you're saying? Logic?
Yeah, lots.
I agree. The logical thing for me is
For
government
me,
loses money, they take away vaping, they get the money back.
exactly.
Super simple.
I can't.
My calling was just simple. It was, this is going to cause me to go back to smoking.
His name is Matt Cully, not Mike Cully.
I can't stress this enough, though. When people are talking in the media, to the White House, to any elected official, please, please, please don't say big tobacco is behind this. They want us to die. Blah blah blah.
No,
I cannot stress enough. Please don't say that. It doesn't do anything, and that's not going to not going to help change anything.
Well, what happens
So
is
please.
I'm purely just saying that change when you call, say something simple as in, this is going to cause me to go back to smoking.
Mm-hmm.
That's again.
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't. That sounds like pouting. That's like my kid being like, "If you take away my Xbox, I'm gonna
That's
go
the
back to
most.
PlayStation."
No, you're wrong. That's sorry. Go ahead, Avalanche.
No, it's just the truth. It sounds like pouting to me. Sorry.
If they ban flavors, I'm gonna have to go back to smoking cigars or hookah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that.
I will not go back to smoking.
The biggest. Yeah,
I'm worried that if this happens in the US, that the Australian market is going to go straight down the toilet as well. We're all going to follow suit because everybody is so far up Trump's ass that if he does it, everybody else is just going to do it as well.
What is up with your fucking government? I've been watching this for way before the vaping shit. Whoever the fuck the new guy is that's super conservative, that's sending refugees back and like, hey, fucker, if you get on the boat, we're going to kill you or imprison you. What the fuck?
ScoMo is a
That's his name. Yes.
Scott Morrison. We've actually even got there's a girl from Vietnam. She's lived here in Australia for 10 years. She came here with a baby son. They've changed laws since she came here, and even though now her situation, after they've changed the laws, she fits in with, because she applied for residency before the old laws changed, they still want to kick her out. Her and her 10-year-old son have to go back to Vietnam. The kid doesn't speak a lick of Vietnamese. He's grown up in Australia. He's Australian, and he's got to go to a country where he's never been.
Good God. I can't tell you how many times my family that's been up from Mexico, their kids are American. They're not just American, they're fucking Minnesotan American, which is about as American as me and Josh hate the fucking heat. Me and Josh hate being hot. I sweat like a fucking priest at a kindergarten party. It's like just drenched. And it's
I would fit in well in Minnesota.
Yes, it is.
Like you guys, I run cool.
Yes, I run hot, and I would rather be cool. I'm always trying to get cold. So every time me and Josh are in Vegas, we basically have two conversations when we're in Vegas. What are you vaping, and why is it so fucking hot? That's the whole weekend. Every time we go to ECC. But long story short is my family my family that are around my age, who've grown up in Minnesota, that were deported by the time they were 14, came here when they were 2, speak Spanish the same way I speak Spanish, which is like I only speak it when I'm drunk and need to order some food and then no one speaks English. I have to order from Andy.
I agree.
Your level is conversational.
Yeah, I couldn't write Spanish. I can read Spanish if I enunciate it out loud, but that's about it.
Spanglish.
Spanglish. I speak Spanglish at best.
Yep.
All right, so
I
there's
think we
something else.
we got off topic.
There's something else I want to touch on,
It better
and
not
I
be
think I
kids or me.
I think I pissed off Thesis a little bit this week when I said this, but
Why?
I don't want anybody to stop at the petition. There's a petition that's gone around, and I think it's great that people are doing this. And,
You know what pissed me off?
and your efforts are commendable, and I love that people got on board with this. Petitions don't affect legislation, and they definitely don't affect executive orders that are backed by Health and Human Services. So, while
Signing a petition
by all
will get
means
as much
sign,
done as drinking a beer.
Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, Grim Green, I'd like to welcome to the live stream. Thank you.
well, as somebody who's talked to legislators, I can tell you 100% that they have never paid attention to a petition in their entire life.
No, I'm not saying that they do or don't. I didn't have that information. I didn't know that. So I feel like I was kind of swindled. I didn't even know you said anything about it. I literally just, as I posted my Facebook post this morning, I read Grim Green's post. I was like, well, got to edit this post now.
I told you that 2 days ago.
I don't remember you saying that. I'm sorry.
In the chat and on Instagram.
But we can
You actually recognized it because I said it was a well.
Oh, yes. No, you're right. You are 100% right. No, you don't piss me. I get over shit, dude, really quick. It's if you upset me, one of two things will happen. We're going to fight about it, or we're just going to agree to disagree. Okay, who the fuck is fucking, God damn it. This is America. Who the fuck was that?
It was me. Sorry.
And he's muted.
But I will say it this way. I think we can all agree that yes, the petitions are helpful, but not the end.
Well, they're not helpful.
Don't stop.
Don't
there.
stop. Don't
If
stop with a
it's-
petition.
I'm not saying it's
That should be first
necessarily.
base.
I'm not saying it's necessarily helpful for a legislative consideration. I'm saying if it is the first start for you to continue, do it.
If it's what gets a fire under your ass to start doing other things, then by all means do it.
Yeah, if
But
it helps
should
you
not be
do
your end
it,
game.
but it shouldn't be
Yeah.
your end game. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, the end game, you always want to get to third base. You always you how to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the sex. You can wear a condom, but just oral sex is where it's at. Put in the butt. That's what the Mormons do.
Oral isn't. But anyway, continue.
No, oral sex or butt sex. Anything but sex. Chef, you've been awfully quiet for being chef. It's kind of weirding me out. I don't like it.
I've been just massively spam posting.
Real quick, thank you first and foremost, Chef, for doing that. More importantly, thank you, and I really mean this. Thanks to you and solely to you, the Saturday Rewick is back. So thank you, bro.
Hooray.
I want to go ahead and cheers you. White Claw to a truly. Bam. Drink. Cheers. You fucking.
You better watch out. That drink's gonna make you horny. Too late. Never mind.
I'm furious right now. And I don't mean certainly. Get it? Josh is the only one here that gets that. Yeah, so we have other things to discuss. So again, on the Patreon page, I want to say this again out loud. The Patreon giveaways are not giveaways. They are drawings. They're drawings. Seller was from northern Minnesota for drawings. I wash my clothes. They're drawings with the chant with that means that you are drawn, you have the ability to purchase. So what I didn't discuss with J Money, I don't know if he's in the chat still. We had a rat in the group. I know Jay has experienced the same thing. I know a couple of other reviewers have experienced the same thing. We had somebody who was reporting basically every post they could report to Patreon. They were reporting, so they would join. It was I had an influx of I was up to 88 patrons. Like, this is great. And I was looking at all of the patrons. I didn't recognize the names in the vape community. I didn't recognize the email addresses, and a couple of them were clearly like made up. So it would have been like teen, like not TEEN, but like TEAN or T, like some weird, just a random verb with followed by like 6 numbers, and they would all become $1 patron. It would be all in influx at the exact same time. All of a sudden, I would get a guidelines strike from Patreon, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like I have no, and then that's when they explain that you can't do giveaways on Patreon anymore because of, you know, gambling laws, I guess. I had no idea that was a thing.
It's not a form of gambling.
Well,
No, but that is the same reason why, like, other people like Grim Greenway, he does the $2 sale.
Right. And the reason why
it technically it doesn't have to do it doesn't have to do with gambling. It's technically an FDA regulation.
No. It has nothing to do with vaping. It has nothing to do with vaping. It's specific because it's considered a raffle. If you join the Patreon page and then there's a giveaway, and then say different tiers have different chances to win. So like if you're a $20 patron, you have better chance of winning this, or like only, you know what I'm saying?
You have a better chance of winning it from the raffle. That's a good way to say it. Exactly.
Yeah. So they said it had nothing to do with vaping. It has to do with, it's a raffle. No, but with that being said, there is the tiers. I've confirmed this time and time again. The different tiers do have different meanings. Different tiers do have better. What is that called?
Waffles.
Not waffles. No, they have different. You have access to more shit.
More content.
$20 tiers has access to drawings of kits, of large kits, expensive kits, you know, than the $5 tier. And that's not, you know, that's just, it's an incentive, but it's more than anything. It's just to give, you know, show love where love is due. And I show love to everybody the same, even if you fucking left the page. I'll give you a good example. My boy Shannon had to leave the Patreon page. He's still just as much of the militia as anybody else. Lando's never been a part of the militia, but he's been here since, you know, for a long time. Like, so, and I don't enjoy it, but I genuinely, like, when I see Mandy laugh her ass off at a fucking T-Rex post with my face photoshopped over a dinosaur that doesn't exist anymore.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I genuinely laugh out loud with her. So like that stuff is fucking funny. So yeah, I never try to, what is that called? Thank you so much, Tim. What is that called, guys?
What?
I don't remember what I'm talking. Tim fucking distracted me with his Grim Green post. Let me go ahead and send Grim. Can someone send Grim Green the live link, the Zoom link?
I'll do it.
Okay, Avalanche, Tim. We should send it to every reviewer you've ever known, but specifically Grim, because we've talked about going live and we've never done it.
I'll be back.
Want to go? Is that what you said?
Yep, I'll be back.
I don't know what language you're speaking. I'm sorry.
He'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
He's speaking Schwartz and E. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Schwarzenegger-ese.
I'm going to text Grim right now. Bam. I forgot he gave me his number. So, funny story. I was waiting on a text message from E-Rock as I was butt naked in the pool at the militia house at ECC. And I then got a FaceTime from
Butt naked.
Right. Well,
Butt naked in trunks.
I was peeing in the pool and absolutely swam between my legs during that moment. As we'll get into that. Never swim up on me when I'm sitting crisscross applesauce.
You shouldn't be pissing in the pool.
Yes, you fucking should. So I'm a normal human, America. I pee in the fucking pool, goddammit. So I fucking get this FaceTime message, who I think it's from E-Rock. I answered the phone and it's Grim Green and Eric, not E-Rock. But they're both in my phone. Vinyl Vapor. They're both in my phone as ERIK or CK, whatever the fuck it was. Both in it with a K. So someone ratted on me, E-Rock. Someone ratted on me and told Eric that I didn't know that it was him calling. So I want to go ahead and call you out right now, whoever that was. E-Rock, probably. John, I want everyone to look at John's arm real quick. He's another one of the militia members who was in the service. I want to thank you publicly, bro, for your service. UN chef. Thank you so much.
0708 Afghanistan.
0708?
Yep.
So you were there. How may I ask your age?
I'm 37.
Okay, and I mean no disrespect to anyone that's there now. I actually had a conversation with a kid. Hang on, I love you, Andrew Hadley, all the way down in Australia, but your truck is loud. I had a conversation. It's so bizarre because I had a conversation with this kid that's 24, 23, 24 in the Dominican Republic, who is in Iraq, and I asked, and we started talking about the war. My brother was in Iraq. My uncle's in Iraq, is and was in Iraq. A lot of family that's military. My dad's military. My uncles are military.
Any crazy people you actually know that is in the military or was?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But what's crazy is that this kid didn't know and didn't realize what the war was specifically about. And I talked to him. He thought that it was over. His first answer was an exercise. That it was an exercise. His other answer, and it was like, so. Do you realize how long that this war has been going on? And his answer was like, yeah, man, like 4 or 5 years. I'm like, dude, you just got back from Iraq and you literally don't.
That's crazy.
Like, do you know what 9/11 is? Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, it was shocking to me. Not that he didn't, huh?
You know what else could be shocking to a lot of people?
Huh?
Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11.
No, of course not. Of course it did. I
mean, a lot of people think. What? A lot of people think, even though we were in, Afghanistan in October 7th, 01, and we weren't in Iraq until 03. A lot of people think Iraq had something to do with the towers.
Oh shit!
That's crazy.
I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that think that was our main reason of being over there was because of 9/11, even though it had nothing to do with it.
Right.
I think it was this.
About money and oil.
Go ahead.
With conspiracy theorists, the whole war was for money and oil.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Directly.
there's a lot of conspiracies out there, but
I don't ever like hold a stance on that subject only because I have family that's there, so like I find it personally disrespectful just because like they're doing something that they believe. My brother is an exception, but that they believe is the good of the country. My brother would say otherwise. My brother would be like, "This, it's fucking bullshit." Of course, he's not here to say that, but it's one of those things where it blows my mind at a young kid that's 18, 19, 20, 23, you know what I mean, years old, and doesn't necessarily know the reason that he's there. And like he doesn't remember like 9/11. I remember 9/11 like it was fucking yesterday in 7th grade.
I was at a Cadillac dealership.
Right, I was in 7th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and they fucking wheeled the TV. The old school says they wheeled the TV into the fucking classroom. Remember the fucking?
Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school, and I remember in chemistry class wheeling the TV in.
Yeah, and at the time, no one knew what was going on. It was crazy. But then when I watched the second plane happen live, and that was fucking crazy. So like that, I remember the anger my dad had. My dad's a patriot, but he's not. He's very like subjective or very objective of the country. Just because he was Vietnam era veteran, and he was.
You said your dad's a Vietnam veteran?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Andrew to fucking pull his cork out of his ass. My dad was.
He's definitely a patriot then.
Right. Well, he was treated like shit. You know what I'm saying? So like it was. So he's got trepidation about war. Like, so he hates war, like as it is. My dad was a infantry not first, but he was infantry, and then he was a tunnel rat for hours at a time, and his survival rate for his company was next to nothing, and he happened to survive. Him and my uncle both, Uncle Pablo.
You know how much survivor's guilt comes from that?
I have no idea. He doesn't talk about it.
I'm just saying, it's crazy.
I believe it. 100. My uncle and my dad are two complete opposites. My uncle has never left Vietnam, where my dad just recently started opening up about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And meanwhile, Vietnam was fucking well over 40 years ago. There's still troops there, by the way, but 40 plus years ago. And the amount of, he just now started telling stories about it, and they're fucked. They're fucked.
It's crazy.
Absolutely fucked. Wow. Whoops, I just muted myself. Fucked. But he's told me about Guantanamo Bay, so talked to me about all the fucking shit that was bullshit going into it.
Yeah.
Horrible conspiracy theories that actually ended up by being true. It's one of those things.
Pictures of that shit that came out.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of offensive.
Yeah.
But it's mind blowing. I wonder how many years we're going to be in the Middle East. Because first Gulf War, so then we got the second one with Iraq and all that shit, which had nothing to do with 9/11. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. But I just want to take a second to thank you and Chef. Thank you guys very much. I mean that. Ryan
Thank
Lilly,
you guys.
what do you find funny about this conversation, Ryan? You fucking communist, you.
Yo, whoa. I'm watching this on the TV.
Ryan Lilly, what do you find funny about this conversation?
It was disgusting. I'm glad my audio was turned off at the moment.
Yeah, turn that shit off. There's a couple times you said some key words that blew my mind, and one of them was off. And I was talking to one of my other buddies who I thought was normal, like a regular human, and then he said the word woof. He's like, but it was real, like, hey, turn that woof. And I was like, well, excuse me, fuck is woof? All right, and we're muting Ryan. I can't hear myself in the background. That shit weirds me out. Chef, I'm curious on your what would you, as a hypnosiketicals, what would you do in terms of a flavor ban? Now I'm praying this doesn't happen. At the same time, I'm just genuinely curious what you would use to mix, or if you would, because the components of vaping cannot be outlawed. I mean, food flavoring, propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, etc.
I mean, I'm sure that there's going to be ways around it. Like I'm sure that what's going to happen if that would happen is.
No, I don't even want to talk about that. I just want to talk about if I just told you right now, Chef, I'm going to lock you in a room and you can't order pre-mixed liquid, what would you do? But you can order concentrates. What would you mix?
Me?
Yeah.
Like personally, like I'd make a grape candy Laffy Taffy flavor.
No shit. Grape candy Laffy Taffy.
Grape berry candy Laffy Taffy.
Now, is that to pass out of your van, or is that just for you, or?
For me.
I was kidding. That was a horrible joke. Don't fucking make jokes like that, Chef. God damn it. John, what about yourself?
What were you expecting? Like an extravagant, like French?
Yeah, because you're chef, bro. You're fucking chef.
Bro, you said John just a minute ago?
Yep.
Yeah, for real, I ain't never done the DIY stuff, so I've been vaping the sad boy lately. Sad boy.
Yep.
That's what I've been vaping. So I don't know. I really just been getting the mix shit,
Yep, no, I totally get it. Andrew, I know you don't want to entertain that hypothetical, but I'm genuinely curious. What would you mix if and you were gonna mix? Fuck the flavor ban. I'm just saying, what would you mix?
I mean, I have made tons of flavors. I have recipes for days, but I mean, I don't feel like, or I also have too many friends and too many places to even bother making juice. I mean, if a flavor ban were to go into effect, there'd be so many manufacturers just sitting on liquid that I could just talk to tomorrow, and they would send me.
I'll pretend that wasn't the case, Andrew.
Must be nice.
I don't go through that much liquid. You want to know how much liquid I go through a day?
How much?
Probably like 2 to 5 milliliters.
What are you, some kind of vagina?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I was just kidding. Jesus. Criminy. Josh, may I ask what it is you're doing right now? Are you building?
Switching coils and rebuilt your barrage.
Thank you, sir. Oh, wait, your barrage.
Yes, your barrage.
That's right. They are right now only available on the Patreon page. With that said, we're looking at distributors we're looking at brick and mortars and digital distributors as we speak. What a shitty time to come up with an RDA. If it's ever going to happen, it's going to happen when I do something. So it works.
Hey, send me the info, and I have some brick and mortars that could probably sell it for you.
That'd be great.
I'll sell it on my page.
Out here in Cali.
Your
I'd
face.
rather have somebody inquiring about it.
What's the commission percentage?
It's pretty fucking solid. I specifically priced this RDA to make shops money.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that.
I got
Telling-
three shops
I'm
in
saying
mind.
if we sell your RDA, what's our commission percentage?
Yeah, I think he's looking for like his commission.
3, maybe 0.1%.
You talked to Nas, have you talked to Vermilion?
I have I don't want to talk to anybody until I have an actual fucking date. Asmodeus.
I agree. I'm just curious if that's on your interest.
It's yeah.
Asmodeus already has their chain of distribution. What distributors do you recommend shops going to?
Asmodeus Distribution. If you hit them up on Instagram, they'll fucking hit you right back. That's who all the shops I've been saying to have been getting great fucking response immediately from them. So Asmodeus Distribution on Instagram is always a solid. That's where I go to Instagram, and then of course
I will talk to Medusa Distribution tomorrow.
talk to Medusa, bro. Especially if she hot, she's got a nice butt.
Well, you should hit up vaporrange.com because they could sell them out of their shop and out of the online store. And I think they do have a partnership with Asmodeus as well.
You're a partnership with Asmodeus.
Thesis, do you
I
know
need to add a hardware component to my
partnership
site
deal,
now,
yeah,
so I'm happy to do it.
I appreciate that, Andrew. Thank you, sir. Tim, what were you saying?
Do you know a Jordan D. Royne?
Oh yeah, Jordan. Yeah. What about him?
He's telling you to check your phone.
Okay, we'll do. Bam.
There, I checked it. No, I'm not good looking.
You're good looking. What'd you say?
Said you checked it. You're not going to answer, but you checked it.
Check your phone, it's my dick.
Oh my God. Jordan just said, "Hey Nas, you won't believe what happened to me. I was at the lake." Oh my God. I hope he's not alive. Believe what happened to me. I was at a lake where there was a train tracks over some water. I had my $150 vape on the train tracks. A guy walked by and kicks it into the water. He said he wasn't paying attention and didn't even apologize. My question is, how many stitches did you give him?
Wow.
I do not condone violence, but I need to know.
What mod was it?
20.
Yeah. Hit the like button if you haven't done so, guys. Thank you so much, Sean.
Hit the like button, mate.
Hit the like button, mate.
Perry Dubs, you need to. Perry Dubs just made a comment. Hold on, I'll read it. Has a thought: why not make juice companies make a big bottle of juice like wine size and label it and market it like wine, so it's expensive, too expensive for kids to buy. Well, first of all, yeah, go ahead.
Also, the problem with that is that if you make it, most of us can't afford a fucking wine bottle size of e-liquid, and then the other part is nicotine. If you try to re-label it for something else, like the same way, say, salvia is labeled for potpourri, for example, it'll slip through the cracks. But you can't have a long-term sustainable vape shop on selling fake bottled of e-liquid. I commend you for even coming up with the thought. I agree 100%. The issue is it's not affordable for anybody.
The biggest issue, it'll turn into what it'll turn into the products that are getting on the street as far as the cannabis products, because a lot of the companies that do sell them at medicinal shops, those are widely faked and sold on the streets. So it'll turn into you're buying something that isn't technically what it is. You don't know exactly what's in it, and the whole situation will pretty much go full circle if vaping starts doing that.
100%.
So not only if you do something like that, not only do you open yourself up to FDA regulation because the intended use of the product is for vapor, you then open yourself up to FTC regulation because the FTC says you're not allowed to market anything on the US market that's deceiving, pretty much is what it comes down to. You're not allowed to mislabel or misrepresent a product that's available on the U.S. market.
Right.
And that's what that's doing.
100%.
So what you do is you take these bottles of e-liquid, 0 milligram nicotine, market it as aromatherapy oils, because it essentially is, and you sell the nicotine separately, like the UK nicotine shots.
So yes, that's a great idea, and let me touch on this for a second. In the US, they're going to be smart enough to go after intended use, so you cannot do a nic shot next to a short fill bottle or a 0 milligram bottle. They will get you for intended use if they're sold within the same establishment.
Yep.
Yeah, so you have to go to
fill in the blank.
Apothecary.
Fill in the
You'll
blank.
have to go to an apothecary or a pharmacist
don't say
to
anything.
get that.
Fill in the blank. Don't give them any ideas. Fill in the blank.
The other issue with that,
this in the same establishment with the same LLC, you cannot sell nicotine shots and 0 milligram liquid.
Yep, and here in Minnesota, in order to have a vape shop, you have to have a tobacco license. If you have a tobacco license and you're selling aromatherapy liquids, you know that's immediate cause for seizure. So
there are a lot of wellness centers that you're going to see pop up right now, and please make sure that you know what that fucking means, because it will be a great idea for people.
yeah, I thought that was already been talked about a bunch.
Now, there's a whole nother idea that I'm not going to get into because it's a really good idea if a lot of people come up with it.
Damn, Jordan, that sucks. I'm sorry, dude, to hear that. That fucking sucks. Absolutely. And guys, I do plan on wrapping this up in 16 minutes. So if there's any thoughts you guys have on literally anything, fuck Ryan Lilly and his Grim Green autographed hat that I wanted. A little upset about it.
Yeah, where's Nick? He didn't come in. Come on.
Yep. Nicholas did not. He didn't even reply to my fucking message.
And here I was wanting to have a mic off with Grim Green.
Hey, you're throwing shade over here in my hat?
Jordan, I want you to message me on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you can text me. I think I have your phone number. Text me and I'll link you up with Tim. We're talking about something to fix your situation right here, right now. So you will be Vuk Poo Drakeless no more. Tim's a good fucking dude.
What's wrong with my hat, Thesis?
Nothing's wrong with it.
How are you going to do that to me?
Am I jealous? A little bit jealous.
Hey, Casey Pickle signed it, which is like my favorite signature, probably. I'm not going to lie.
I have a way better signature.
Pickled.
Casey Pickle, Eric Vinyl and Vapor, and Grim Green. And I think Homeboy maybe rubbed a nipple on it.
I will rub way more on
it. Heavily tattooed nipple.
Heavily tattooed nipple, like areola, whole thing. He's got like one of those nice little stars or something on
my
there.
penis is tattooed, bro.
If you have never stood next to or embraced Homeboy, you do not understand how. I
have embraced him several times.
That man is a muscle. He's just one big tattooed muscle.
Getting kind of chubby, I thought.
I mean, like, he doesn't have T-Rex on that fall, which was crazy too.
So no, it's this tattoo on your dick. Is it $100 bill?
Oh my God, no! It's a $5. Do you guys remember the $5 foot long those commercials?
Yeah,
it's the number $5 sign.
Oh my God, no! So you can watch your money grow when you play with yourself.
Yes. Thank
Do
you for
regret it? Yes or no?
Absolutely not. My right testicle. You guys are way too young to remember. I don't even remember. It was my ex was 11 years older than me, so she knew what else. She is the one that brought it up. Do you guys know what Mr. Yuck sticker is?
Yep.
Okay, so Mr. Yuck is like a sticker they put on like Clorox and stuff. Yeah. So I have a Mr. Yuck sticker tattooed on my right testicle.
This is why I subscribe. This is why I'm a Patreon member.
And if you're a patron, you are more than welcome to see. Hit me up. I'll fucking show you that shit.
Can we just have a photo of Mr. Yuck rather than the photo of Mr. Yuck on your balls?
No, you gotta have the whole thing. You can't just
Is that why when I'm over there you should? Because I'm a patron?
Yes. Well, Josh saw it regardless beforehand. We were high one night. I am a bad higher. I'm a bad person. I'm a good I just giggle a lot. I want to battle rap my kids and shit. Like, hey.
Or you fall asleep when you're at MV.
Why we gotta talk about it?
No, we want to talk about what Nasa is high.
Somebody just can't handle.
Pretend roid rage.
Somebody just
I
can't
can't
hang.
handle moonshine
That's it.
and marijuana mix. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't handle marijuana and moonshine mix.
Where's Bobby? Bobby.
No, but here's the deal. Josh was there a couple weekends ago. Me and Mandy we had edibles and everything, and we were just fine.
Yeah,
The difference was we didn't have fucking moonshine.
Speaking of moonshine, I had a peanut butter and jelly moonshine that was quite phenomenal.
Say it again, Tim. I'm sorry. Andrew was being rude.
I said, speaking of moonshine, I had a peanut butter and jelly moonshine. I sent you a picture of it.
Peanut butter and jealous.
I feel like that wouldn't be too bad.
I feel like that sounds horrible.
Maybe. I'd try it.
Oh, I would definitely try it. I would drink it. Even if I didn't like it, I would still drink it.
I'll drink the whole thing.
Can I ask Ryan Lilly? It looks like you're about to shoot up, like in that back alleyway of a nice kitchen or something. Doesn't it? He's like sitting down, like he's rubbing his arm. He's like, all right, let's get ready.
Hey. Listen, I'm gonna wake everybody up. I'm about to shoot up this Von Earl.
Ooh.
You mean the blue?
No.
Ooh, someone just got called out. Someone just got called out. Shots fired. What you gonna do about it?
No.
Someone just got called out.
I re-wicked this. I bought.
I'm sorry, I can't hear my own voice. I just muted you, Ryan. I'm sorry.
No, I used to rewick my Von Earl pods too. I used to fill it with my own juice. It was actually good vape. If
Can I
you
give
rewicked
myself a back in the pat real quick, or pat in the back? I have the #1 and #2 trending vape hack videos on YouTube right now, and that is exciting. To me, that's exciting as fuck. Someone who gets 15 to 2,500 views, and I'm excited. The fact that they're like in the quarters of millions makes me happy as fuck. If you type in vape hack, how to refill like Enjoy or Zoor or fucking Tits, other ones, they'll pop up. They'll pop the fuck up. Andrew, why do you look so unhappy right now, Doc?
because not enough people are calling the White House.
Call the White House. 202-456-1111. If that's busy, 202-456
1414.
1414.
I
1414.
actually got a live person on the phone today.
No fucking way. Seriously?
Swear to God, it sounded like she was like 13.
Can we stop and just commend the fact that I memorized those fucking numbers?
That was good. That was impressive.
One time. I also called too like 6 times.
I mean, you did
I'll give
also
you an
remember it on the second, but we can continue.
Wait, you
Yeah, what-
remember to call somebody?
Ho, ho, ho.
Can you text that number? Does the White House have Snapchat?
Did you call them while you were on the toilet?
Yes, taking
I
a
don't
shit.
even want to answer that.
He definitely did.
You probably did.
First thing,
He
first thing in the-
FaceTimed Trump while he was taking a deuce.
Wait, while
And,
Trump was taking a deuce or while?
and on
Nas-
that note,
Probably both.
Hey, really quick.
We have so much in common. You have no
What?
idea.
My boy does not believe that you're wearing a necklace with a coil around it.
Probably was just making that constant face the
Oh yeah, look at
It's
that.
gonna be huge. I'm taking a dump and it's gonna be huge.
it's gonna be as big as my wall.
Oh, okay. Thesis is grabbing his and shit. This is the biggest one I've ever made. Look at that thing.
Oh my god. Is that an alien? What is that?
That is
Staggered piece
3
clapping?
pieces of 6 gauge. No, yeah, 3 pieces of 6 gauge and 1 piece of 16 gauge.
I do have plans for this, by the way. So
Inner diameter of
Yes, no, we do.
what's his name's dick? Yeah, fucking always forget his name.
How can you
this
forget such a massive name and a
Yeah.
massive wiener?
John Holmes.
Yes. Hey, does everyone here know that Ryan Lilly has a chiseled chin and a beard? It upsets me.
What?
Yeah.
Can't even see- Dude, underneath his hair is a 12-year-old's chin.
It's a fucking no. It is a fucking. It's if you took like a comic book of Superman from the 50s, and what upsets me about it is you can't have both. Okay, you can't have a lush facial hair,
I'm running over here.
a chiseled
You
butt
probably hear
chin.
yourself in the background. I'm
His
sorry.
jaw comes
This
out
isn't
like
chiseled, this
over
is
here.
just round.
Have you ever seen? You guys remember Predator, the real Predator from the 80s? Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know when he opens it up, goes.
You a son of a bitch. Get to the
Yes.
chopper.
Get
Do
to
it
the chopper
now.
now. So that's the jawline that Ryan Lilly has, Mister for Brit for
You are
American.
one ugly motherfucker.
One ugly motherfucker. He has. You guys. He is the original Chad Chin. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on.
Chad.
He's got the Chad Chin.
I don't
Dude,
even know.
I got called a Chad. This is a couple of times, but I got called a Chad in the most offensive.
This man just farted, and we all need flu shots now.
Jesus
Let's
Christ.
talk about the real issues.
Is he an incel? He's an involuntary celibate. Andrew, I love you so much, but I'm muting again. Your truck is so loud whilst you deliver your meat. Okay. I don't want you to. And that sounds like I'm making up. He's genuinely delivering meat as we speak.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, your own
He's
dumbass. How's
delivering
it
that
going?
sausage.
I just realized your own dumbass is Yoda. Oh my god, love you, Shane. Sup, Shane? Opposite of sup, Shane. What were we getting at? Yeah, so the barrage is available, but it's no longer available in black for the Patreon page. Rambo, stainless steel gold. Limited gold, very limited gold, because they didn't believe me when I said I love gold. And I said, if you don't have gold, I'm not working with you.
I love gold.
Gold. I don't wear gold. I'm not a jewelry kind of person.
I love gold.
Gold. No, now you sound like a Hindi. I love gold. Welcome to 7-Eleven, where we sell gold and gold accessories. Yeah, but they did do a limited run of gold, and I'm super happy. Asmos has been murking the shit, and I don't mean like murking. Like,
Yeah, I gotta go, man. Everyone's pissed off.
So
Everyone's just watching this shit, and everyone's trying to sleep. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Mwah. What time is it there?
how do I get the barrage off the Patreon page?
Hit me up if you want a specific cereal, specific color. Then I'm charging like $1,000 a piece.
Wait, hold on a second.
I told you I would have
Say that again, because that's how it should be pronounced all the time.
What?
Barrage.
The barrage. The barrage. The barrage. I want to hear Bogan say it personally. Hello, you dickheads.
Get out, you fucking dickheads. We got the barrage here.
You fucking dickheads. We got the barrage here. That's pretty good. Fucking cunt. I remember circa 2015-16. I remember Bogan had probably 6,000, 8,000 subs and then shouted me out. And I was like, hey, who's this new guy? What's going on, little fella? And next thing you know, he's at like 190,000. I was like, all right, well, I got passed up. Pressing as fuck. Same with Abby Vapes. Abby Vapes did a fucking impression of me video that's got like 150,000 views. And it was hilarious.
Just wait until I do my review on yours.
Are you gonna break it or something? Just to be a dick?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try and mimic your exact like.
No, don't do it. I promise you, it's virtually impossible. Nobody has the veracity that I do. I'm sorry.
Wait, who's the chocolate king and gravy king?
Whoa.
I'll put it this way: are you sending 2 to Jay?
Here's the
because
deal.
He's gonna have to smash one with the hammer.
Well, so there was 2 things that I was planning on doing. One of them was to just put dirt in it and like oil and like all of the, because every time he gets something, it's dirty. And I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna make sure this one's dirty. Here's a solid reason to smash this sumbitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh fuck. But
all right, guys, I gotta run.
Love you.
I'm going over to Tommy Vapor's channel if anybody wants to
no, are you fucking
watch
trying
any more
are you
YouTube.
trying to fuck all right, let's go and mute this motherfucker. Are you trying to take people away from me?
You said you were leaving.
I'm not.
That's fucked up. That's
Well,
fucked up.
You hurt my feelings just now, bro.
How about he was just spreading
Yeah,
information?
I was trying to spread the wealth so that people could get more
Besides,
information.
you said you
but,
were leaving in
whatever.
30
It's cool.
minutes.
Did I say that?
You did. You said you were leaving at 11. That's why I said it.
All right. Well, now I'm
And
reinvigorated.
his show starts at 11. All right. I'm not trying to steal any fucking people.
Okay. Leave my fucking 9 viewers alone, you asshole.
What, 9? No, that's not true. You got like 35. Look at that.
Well, I'm out of fucking beer, so I gotta grab beer. Josh is gonna take over for a minute. Josh and Tim are gonna be hosting for about 30 seconds while I get a beer. Oh
All right,
no,
bye, everybody.
I have a beer enemy. Love you, bro. Mwah.
See you, Andrew.
See ya.
So you didn't finish telling us how I get the barrage off Patreon.
You send me a text and you say, "Hey, can I get the barrage?" And I say, "Yes." Here's my PayPal. You pay me.
I have sent you a text.
Okay, but
We've
to be
talked
fair,
about this.
I sent 14 packages today. So give me a second. And I also have to send Tina's.
And you haven't told me how much you need me to pay you for it.
I don't
The
know.
ransom.
So here's the deal.
Oh, bro.
The color and the cereals are whatever you want to pay me. I would prefer like 50, 70 bucks. Fucking 180 bucks, whatever you want to pay me for specific cereals and colors. But if you want the luck of the draw, just retail. 35 bucks, you fucking send that shit, and it'll be in your front doorstep. I don't know how long Australia takes.
It'd be like 10 days.
Jeez.
Well, how long does it take to get to California? Because that's where Australia's at anyway.
That is. Australia doesn't actually exist. Southern California,
I
basically.
just drove there.
Yeah, no,
today.
it would legitimately take 10 days, 10 to 14 days.
So how long?
If it's
How
gonna
much
click-
money do you think
Customs,
USPS?
it's
USPS
if
has
it's gonna-
a whole whole warehouse of shit that just stays in a warehouse for an extra 6 days. And that way,
it'll be the same here. I'll get something from Sample Box. It'll be in Sydney within 4 days, and then it will take 2 weeks to get from one side of the country to the other.
that's
But I can order
crazy.
something. I can order something directly from you or
You?
Eric.
Eric?
Yeah, from you.
You?
I bought
I
40
bought
bottles of deep cuts,
vape
and I had
cups.
them in 10 days
10 days.
from New York.
New York. My fucking accents are so
New
spot
York.
on that I don't think people can tell the difference between me and you, bro.
Yeah. We are one and the same.
Real quick, your own dumbass says, Vaping with Thesis, I have an OG H cigar VT75 that I'd like for you to piff for me. Have a PO box. I sure do. Your own dumbass, if you want to hit me up on Instagram, go ahead and do so. Oh my god! Oh, do we have Stroke Diesel in the fucking house?
Oh, my brother.
My brother from another motherfucker. Stroke Diesel. Why do you look so unhappy, bro? Are you on those?
I think he's playing
edibles
jackpot.
again? Can you unmute yourself? Oh, I got you. You're unmuted.
Okay. What's happening?
What's going on, bro? We were just talking about your edibles. It's legal in California. I broke no laws. I don't know about your current place of employment.
Did it have vitamin E acetate in it?
No, it didn't. There was no inhaling. There was no inhalation.
Very
edibles.
good. Very good.
Let me ask you guys a real question. Actually, I don't remember what it's called. It's the AR, the M4 AR. Fuck, 6 Hour makes it.
The handgun?
It's technically a it's technically a handgun, but it's not. It's a 14-inch barrel. John may note it's a 14-inch or 12, 14, or 16-inch barrel.
Rattler?
It's made by SIG or Ruger. SIG or
It
Ruger.
looks like the ARs.
Yeah, it's standard carbine like AR, but
MCX?
is it an MCX? It's got the number 4, I believe. It's got the number MCX Ruger, or is it 6 Hour?
Oh, that's it. 6 hour. You're probably thinking 6.
Yeah. No, because that's a full blown rifle. What's cool about it's fairly new. But what's cool about it is that it does not it's registered as a rifle because it's got a removable buttstock like my Mac 11 and shit. But the licensing is super gray area right now, and as we speak, we can purchase this with. I love you, Josh. Mwah. But it's also 5.56 NATO, but they also have a Blackout 303 edition, but it's technically a pistol. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, probably not to most people, but to me, yeah.
Yeah, it makes because it's a removable buttstock, and you can purchase it without the tapping for the buttstock to be screwed in. But then legally speaking, you can add the fucking taps. You can tap it.
Yeah.
Which is cool as fuck. I think it's great.
Not in California.
No, here though. Where are you at, John?
What's that?
Where are you at?
Actually, I was born in an hour from Lake Erie in Ohio, but so I'm in Florida now though.
Oh, so you have gun laws like we do. We basically don't.
Yeah.
We just got the ban on suppressors lifted a couple years ago. It was in 2017, 2018.
Shit, I was in Arizona before here.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even need you open carry out there. There's a lot more states now you can open carry.
See, Minnesota's been open carry since 2008. When I let my license lapse, I have to get mine back again.
But you don't even need a license in Arizona.
At all?
Not at all.
I think you should have a license.
But I'm talking. You can't conceal. It has to be open carry.
Yeah, the Dakotas are like that. So when we were over in the Dakotas, like you can open carry all day long without a license.
Yeah.
With a license, you can conceal. Minnesota is you have to have a license because in Minnesota there is no such thing as a concealed to carry. It's called a permit to carry. That means you can have as many guns as you want, as many weapons as you want on your body at one time. Open, concealed does not matter. The thing is, though, is like we've talked about this a bunch of times. You shouldn't carry a knife if you're going to carry a pistol, because the law here in Minnesota is it's a 4-pillar state, meaning if you have the option to run, you have to take it. So it's not a standard ground state, which I don't.
Standard ground.
I don't agree with standard ground, unless you're on your property. Minnesota's it's on your property, and I also don't agree with that. Like, look, if I walked into my house, it's 2:00 in the morning, I got home from fucking playing a show or something, I open up the door, and there's someone walking out of my house, 2 guys with a fucking television set. What am I, 83? What the fuck is a television set? If they're walking out of the house with a TV, I'm not going to shoot them. Like, if they're in that bad of a position where they have to steal a fucking TV, that's what insurance is for. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah, and even if I had them laws, I can't see myself doing that. You know what I mean? Really, you're gonna do that?
Yeah, I would never. Yeah, like exactly. I'm like, stop! I'm gonna beat your ass, or I'll rack a shot. I'll fucking rack it because everyone fucking. That's a universal language as far as I'm.
Yeah.
Look at this, dude. Vapor Haze right now in Australia is delivering meat. I want to hear that conversation. You don't like this meat? And he's like, you do. You like it? And she's like, no, we don't. Let's see. We owe the cat.
Can we unmute that?
You brought me beef. Hold on, unmute. P.S. Guys, I am the furthest thing from racist. I love fucking all, but I find that shit hilarious. Damn it, I can't unmute it remotely. Damn it. Yeah, so it's a 4-pillar state, meaning you have to be blocked on all 4 sides, basically. Or if you have kids with you and your kids can't run, then you can defend them in public. But property-wise, you can shoot somebody legally over theft of property, protection of property, which I don't agree with. Like, if someone's gonna steal my truck, fuck it, let the truck go. That's what insurance is for. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's. I'm not gonna murder or kill somebody. I'm not gonna kill somebody over fucking property.
And actually, in a lot of states, a lot of protect property.
Yeah. So the standing ground thing too, like it's one of those deals where it's gotta be, man, you gotta be, and that's why
ass beat in.
Yeah.
Stomped in,
Yeah, and it's one of those things where I just have a hard time. I don't know what that person's going through or been through, or you know what I mean? If they're that hard off, fuck it. Just leave it alone. Which sucks. But
Jordan sent you a text on Instagram.
Okay, sounds good. Jordan, I will forward you the information. We will get you that mod replaced. But again, big shout out to Tim. He doesn't like to be thanked for that publicly, but I'm going to thank him personally right now. Thank you so much, Tim, for being as good as
I don't know who your own dumbass is, but I'm like 45 minutes away from St. Louis.
No shit, really?
Yeah, apparently he's from St. Louis.
Oh shit. What are your thoughts, Mike? Do you guys? What are the gun laws like in California? I know it's like a 10-round magazine.
Well, so they had an injunction on that. Probably. God damn it, Andrew.
I muted him. Don't worry. Go ahead.
They had a thing where they overturned. There was a California Supreme Court thing where they overturned the standard capacity magazine ban. So there was a lot of jokes about people going out into the fields and digging up their 30 rounders and stuff.
Yep.
So I went and bought some standard capacity for all my stuff during that period. But
do you mind? What is it that you own in terms of? If you can't say it, that's fine.
I've got a couple Glocks. Actually, I got 3 Glocks. I got a 6-hour.
What are you, some fucking Ferrari owner? You fucking rich bitch.
I got an AK and an AR, a couple ARs.
That's so funny. I didn't know you could even have AKs and ARs in Cali.
That's kind of the other thing too, is that they went to the whole definition of assault weapon and all that, and we either had to have our rifles Californiaized.
Yeah, with the 10 rounders.
We had to basically register them as assault weapons, and then pretty much nobody registered their shit as assault weapons.
Well, no, of course not. 'Cause it's not a crime to not register it, right? If I remember correct.
Well, as long as your rifles are considered featureless, it's not a crime to not register them.
And also, it has to be Californiaized in terms of you cannot fire it without the magazine.
If it has certain features on the rifle, the magazine has to be locked in place. You have to actually disassemble the upper to be able to release the magazine. Basically.
What the fuck?
So there's a workaround on it. There's a magazine lock thing on the ARs where you can
My
push.
bumpskis were a workaround right up until that didn't fucking happen.
You can push the back pin out, and then there's a little catch. The back part of the upper comes up like 1/4 of an inch, and then that's considered broken. And then you can use the so.
I had to get rid of a bump.
But if you got the right setup, it's actually faster than how it used to be.
I had to get rid of my bumpskis because I was scared. I had name brand ones. I had name brand bumpskis for my AK and my AR, but they're gone.
The feds just actually, I think, prosecuted the first person for bumpskis like a week or 2 ago.
That's literally why I just said fuck it, and I chopped them up and threw them in recycling. I don't know, because I thought there was definitely going to be a grandfather.
Yeah, no, you're dumbass. No bullet buttons in Cali anymore. Those are done.
What's a bullet button?
There was on an AR where you have your magazine release.
Yeah.
So that was like locked in place, but there was almost like a plunger inside it where you would stick the tip of a bullet or something pointy inside there, and that would release your magazine basically.
Oh.
And then like for the AK, because they're paddle release, there's like a cage that goes around it, so you have to have a tool or something you have to insert in there to work the paddle. It's really stupid.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, but now you can't have pistol grips on rifles in California if they're not registered as assault weapons. Here, look, I'll get my AK. I'll show you what the new thing is.
Sorry to cut you guys off, but Mr. Jay Hayes just asked Thesis a question in chat.
What's up, brother?
Okay.
What up, Jay?
Jay Hayes.
Hold on a second. What's the question? I can't see the chat right now. I'm looking at Stroke Diesel.
Thesis, when is that RDA coming out. Been waiting on that on a release.
Yep, I'm still waiting on the release date exactly. You'll have it before that, I'm hoping. I just hit Asmodus up and they want me to send it to you personally, so I'm going to be sending it to you personally. I've got your one sitting actually to my left right now as we speak. I'm excited as fuck. Stroke, let me see.
So they got.
What is that? What's the back?
So you can't wrap your thumb around the back of it. You have to hold it like yay. It's pretty fucking dumb.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, so that paddle is to prevent you from holding it like a pistol grip.
Yeah, you can't hold it like a pistol grip anymore.
I don't understand why they would. What do they think the difference is going to be?
Exactly. But they wrote the laws a specific way and people came up with workarounds on that stuff. So
bam, now I got chat up. What's going on, guys? Your own dumbass says Cali Key drop in compliance product allowing you to stay future ready. Bam. Let's see. Alicia Jordan motherfucking I got chat set up as we speak. Okay, dope. So in terms of I guess I don't understand the logic behind it. That's just me. It doesn't matter. Actually, at the end of the day, a pistol grip is actually less reliable in terms of accuracy and in terms of the way that your body shifts as far as I understand when you're shooting. So it's actually better to have a rifle grip like this as opposed to like this.
Yeah. It's pretty dumb, but the people that write the laws don't understand that shit. So
I don't understand it. It's so silly.
They
It's
got a
so
bunch of lawyers behind this shit and Congress.
Yeah,
people. Yeah,
exactly. And at the end of the day, I also don't know if they realize, or maybe they do realize, that there's more guns in the United States than there are people.
Yeah.
Most of the people that I know that love and own guns own a dozen, some of them 2 dozen. Myself, including I don't own 2 dozen, but I own quite a few. And the nice thing about the state that I live in Minnesota, it's person to person sale, peer to peer sale is 100% legal, no registration, none of that shit. You just buy it from another person as long as they don't, as long as you knowingly and they don't have felonies and shit like that, it's good to go.
Yeah. The thing they really fucked us on this year, starting July 1st, is in California you can't buy ammunition anymore unless you have a background check every time you buy ammunition.
Every time you buy ammo, you have to have a background check?
There's a main background check that you have to go through. And then every time subsequent to that, there's a smaller background check you have to go to, no matter if you bought the amount of ammunition you buy isn't in question. It's the each purchase basically. So if you bought a 20 round box of 5.56, or if you bought a case of 5.56,
why
through.
I do not. That is
they're trying to make it
insane.
they're trying to make it hard for people to even, if they can't ban the guns, they're trying to make it hard to get ammunition.
Real quick, your own dumbass Yoda, he just said, I used to hang out at the gun shop in Minneapolis, the only gun shop 2. Is it gone? It was over by Lake Street. There's a Lake in Chicago, if I remember. There's a shit ton of gun shops. I don't know about Minneapolis per se, like on Lake Street. Lake is pretty popular, but it's mostly filled with fucking drugs and alcohol, or liquor stores. But the shit ton of gun shops, custom gun shops, Dakota Gun Shop. I hate Dakota Gun Shop. Just putting that out there. I think they're fucking pieces of shit. But if you want custom shit, anything you want, you can get it here. Big shout out real quick to the sponsor, podjuice55.com, coupon code Thesis15, as well as Uno, Skull Pods, right here. Been rocking these bad bitches for a couple of weeks. Pina Colada, the review for this won't be out till next week. They will not offer a coupon yet because they're brand new, which is fine. Because they're fairly cheap. And I'm going to say it right off the bat, the lychee, the iced lychee right now is my favorite, and the pina colada is my favorite. The iced mint, I would go elsewhere. I would grab a Mojo over the mint from Skull. But Yeah, those are the ones I've been rocking with. The ice watermelon's good, but pop pods are even better, in my humble opinion, in terms of ice watermelon. But there's no better ice lychee in terms of a disposable pod system, no better pina colada in terms of a disposable pod system. So putting that out there, big shout out to those guys for sponsor the channel, as well as Trapped E-Liquid. They are working with their merchant. So they cannot use PayPal because it's a nicotine product. They cannot use Squarespace, not Squarespace. What is it? Whatever the Shopify or some shit like that. They cannot use their merchants. So they're trying to work on a workaround. Now I'm trying to take that company on pro bono because Trapped E-Liquid, the strawberry custard, is that good. If you can get a hold of the strawberry custard or raspberry strawberry custard from Trapped, it is fucking delectable. I've never used that word ever. I didn't even realize it was in my lexicon until this moment, this second. Trapped E-Liquid, strawberry custard, and raspberry strawberry custard. If you can get a hold of it, once Nimbus House is back online, the coupon code is Thesis15. The Ninja Militia on the Patreon page, there's a separate coupon code, double that for the entire website. Bitches! Now, back to guns. So, in terms of
One
like...
second, Nas.
Yep.
Is lychee, is that the same as lychee?
Lychee, whatever.
Just checking.
Australia versus Australia, same shit but different.
You said something before that I'm going to need you to say again because you sounded very Australianized in it.
All right.
That's fucking dumb.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, no, it was too English.
Fuck. Say it again.
But when you said it was that's fucking dumb.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
There it was.
You're getting there.
You're getting there. All right. Hello.
All right. I'll let you get back to your guns.
G'day, cunt. You know what's fucked up is I remember the Hellstorm fucking trigger that you guys had outlawed because all guns outlawed from Australia, as far as I understand. It's really difficult.
No, you can get them for sports shooting and for farmers, but as far as everyday people with an everyday carry or even inner city home protection, no chance. So you can get your 202s and all the rest of it for clay targets, and farmers are allowed to have rifles, but
and farmers for what reason? Yeah.
Pest control.
So when you say pest control, do you mean like people sleeping on a farm or like rats?
Oh, yeah, rats, foxes, rabbits, pests, pest control, varmints.
Hold on. So what kind of guns are approved for pests? If you don't, I mean, not that you would know, but I'm just asking.
Well, look, yeah, I mean, I was did a little bit of military stuff as a cadet and whatnot, so I've handled rifles and all the rest of it myself. I've been to the shooting range, and used 45s and shit just for fun. But I mean, pest control on a property, it's going to be a rifle. It's going to be a 22
shotgun.
For pest control.
Yeah, I was gonna say shotgun. Yeah, shotgun is always
shotgun. Six or seven shot.
Shotgun, no.
Or
22.
Because a 22, at the end of the day, you're gonna fuck some shit up with a 22.
Single shot 22s.
What are you
Bolt
shooting
action.
A single shot? That's like a disposable vape. Like they're only good for certain things.
What are we shooting at here?
Oh no, we're talking about rabbits, foxes.
Oh yeah, I used to rabbit hunt with shotgun, 6-shot. Using 6-shot.
I don't. Yeah, I can't do. I guess I pretend like I'm a good. I have a lot of guns. I use my guns. I'm also more of a shotgun guy, just because like I don't have to aim. I call it my pizza maker, and my Mossberg has never fucking failed me. My Mossberg, if I have a possum in the backyard, guess what happens? I don't miss. And I'll tell you the reason why I use a shotgun now. I have a sad story. So I ended up there was either a rabbit or a what is that called? Distemper raccoon in the backyard.
Rabbit.
Yeah, and it was came up to us and it was like super nice and all that shit. And I was like, this is not normal. It was acting super drunk.
It was high on fermented fruit.
Another 28 minutes. So yeah, it was something. It was daytime, which isn't how you say it, which isn't that rare. You know what I mean, but at the same time, I went out and I pulled the trigger on my rifle, my hunting rifle, and not only did he not die, I thought he was dead. I woke up the next day. It's a blood trail to I have a cord of wood, and it was perfectly alive. I felt absolutely horrible. I don't want that fucking animal to suffer.
No.
Ended up by having to take a 30 or a 38 special to its dome piece. And ever since, yeah, and that was not fun. You know what I'm saying?
What was it again you shot?
It was a coon, just a raccoon.
Oh yeah.
It was just a rabid raccoon. But I don't give a fuck.
38 to the back of the head.
Yeah,
Double shot, double tap.
Several. Yeah, it was boom. Meanwhile, there's an apartment complex next to my house. But little did they know I was doing them a favor. They have kids, you know what I mean? I was doing a fucking favor. It was, dude, my kids fed it fucking dog food, man. That's not a normal raccoon.
Excuse neighbors, don't worry. Please excuse the noise. I'm just going to take this raccoon out back and double tap him.
Yeah.
There's a contract out on this raccoon. I got to fix it.
That thing was either rabid with rabies or it was somebody's pet from a baby.
Don't say that because I used to work. Don't say that.
I'm just telling you, it's one of the two.
So here's the deals. I worked at an awesome place. Awesome place. Forever Wilds. And I helped raise cougars. I welded the cages. I helped raise wolves. I love animals. Animals are like, to me, animals are like kids, man. Like they deserve all of your attention. They fucking deserve. They did nothing wrong. They're just being animals. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're just being animals. Yeah. Jesus Christ. John, what are you doing? Oh, I thought it was the floor and I thought it was giant. Oh, it is pretty big. What even kind of dog is that?
It's called it's rare.
Say it again.
It's called a Legoto.
Hold on, I have to mute Andrew. Okay, now go ahead. Legoto. I don't know what that is.
It was only 500 in America in 2012, but
that's pretty badass. She's pretty. She's pretty. Is it a girl?
No, it's a male.
He's pretty.
Yeah, I paid like $3,000 for him in 2014.
Jesus, up your Patreon pledge, bro. Holy shit.
That's the breed they use in Italy to find the black truffles.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
Are the nose that good? So
Okay.
does the fur on the front of them help, or is it just supposed to look like a bush?
No, I haven't heard that.
Which one, the bush or the fur with the smell?
Fur, like, you mean like help them smell?
Yeah, like does the scent stick to the fur?
No, their noses are just really good.
What about like a hound blood or a bloodhound gang?
Yeah, their ears are known for, you know.
That's why I asked. Yeah, because like I know like when they put their head down. Do you know what it's like explaining to a 6-year-old that their ears help bloodhounds smell? He's like, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, listen, I know it doesn't make sense. I heard the words come out of my mouth and I'm like, this isn't going to make sense. But that's why I asked. You know what I mean? If the fur, like having the bush on the front, you know, more cushion for the pushing, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of collects the. Oh, he is so fucking cute, dude. Look at him. Look at him. Is he kennel trained? Oh, look at his little tail.
Oh, you can still see him. Come here. Oh, you want to see something? Check this shit out. What's this? Gino, come here. No.
Anytime a redneck says, check this shit out, I get nervous.
Watch this. Check this out. It's pretty. No. So, oh, you see him?
Yep.
It's pretty. So, look.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, look.
Oh.
High five. High five. High five.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, get down. Go lay down.
Dude.
He's awesome.
That's fucking awesome. That is absolutely awesome. He's
That's my
fucking
second
adorable.
That's my
He's
second
adorable. Now,
dog that I
if you could
just
train women like that, I tell you what, bro, it'd be a wrap. I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. They're called jokes.
No,
Shit. Yes.
you
sir.
you said every time a redneck says check this shit out, you get nervous. Would check this shit out be the Australian equivalent of here, hold my beer?
That's the Alabama equivalent. That's different. That's different. You ever
Hold
seen-
my beer.
There's 3 things that make me nervous. Check this shit out. Hold my beer, watch this, and redneck's bored. Those 3 things combined are what causes things like, I don't know, monster trucks, right? Those are 3 things that combined create gun clubs. You know what I'm saying? John in particular makes me nervous when Mike Stroke Diesel is here. Because you combine a West Coast rifle-having redneckery with a Floridian redneckery who's actually from Ohio, and you've got yourself an engineered product of destruction. That's the type of ingenuity that makes me nervous.
Have you ever heard of Bond Arms?
God damn it. You ever hear this gun company? That's all I hear.
From Texas. If you
No, I
haven't heard
haven't.
of Bond, okay, check this out. You get it's like a 3.3 inch pistol. It shoots a 410 and a 45 long Colt. And it's like literally this big. It's like 3 inches.
I'm
Check
sorry,
it
I
out.
wasn't paying attention.
Bond
Say it again. Check it.
Bond
Say it
Arms.
again.
The judge or the
Yeah.
don't they call it that or
Oh,
Taurus,
I've-
something like that?
I've got a Taurus Judge.
No, it's not. It's not that company. It's not Judge. It's not. That's I can't remember the.
It's like that though.
Google Bond Arms. I'm telling you right now, it's crazy. Over and under double barrel pistol. Shoots a 45
I've seen the over under pistol. Demolition Ranch on YouTube. That fucker's insane.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a pistol, in my opinion. That's not a pistol round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I listen, I've been jerking off since the ripe old age of 6. And I'll tell you what, my arms are not my wrists are not capable of holding on to that sumbitch. My Judge, I've shot twice. Look at my number. Look at my, see this? It looks like a 60s hippie. I've shot it twice.
500, ain't
it? Dude, listen, depending on the grain you use, it's not a fun, it's a great gun to have to say you have it. It's just like my Suburban. I'll be honest with you. It's cool as fuck. If you're outside and you watch me pass, you're like, yeah, I'm inside holding on, white knuckling, praying for life. It's one of those guns where you hold it, you shoot it once, boom, and then you just give it to your friends to be entertained. That's it. Connor Barton knows. Andrew, do you have any weapons?
No, I don't. I do not
I
have
think we
any
should
weapons.
stop calling them weapons. So from now on, the word gun and the word weapon will be replaced with Skittles. Andrew, do you have any Skittles?
No, I do not. I do not have any recreational ballistics.
Nope, Skittles. Never asked about ballistics.
I don't have any Skittles.
What are your preferred Skittles?
Once the Port Arthur massacre happened, that was
Yes,
that's when
I remember.
everything got banned.
1997, correct? I just made that up.
I believe so. It was around about that time.
Just made that up.
It could have been earlier.
I would say could have been,
95.
but that was also with the Hellstorm. It's basically it's a bump ski and the trigger, basically.
I don't know what kind of Skittle he was using. I don't know whether it was a sour or just a regular.
Ha!
Uh-oh.
It could have been a grape.
It could have been
a grape
sour. It could have been a grape. When you said sour,
yeah,
my first.
sour grape.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Sure could have. You never know if it was moldy. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. Stroke Diesel, I'm curious. Why do you look so worried?
This is my resting bitch face.
Is it?
It's your default setting.
Chef, I do got to talk to you on a serious note. If we're gonna talk shit, about rip trippers, if we're gonna talk shit about the king, do you or do you not use cream cheese in your bechamel sauce?
No.
Fuck no. Why would it have cream cheese?
No.
And he's muted. So Tim,
No.
how come? It's a perfect ingredient. I think it's a secret ingredient that no one tells me about.
What, cream cheese?
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, there's like a lot of people use stuff like that per se. Like a lot of people, instead of using one ingredient, say they'll use cottage cheese instead.
Cottage cheese.
Yeah.
They used vagina yeast for a fucking cheese sauce.
Well, no, not in bechamel, but I mean, I'm just saying, like a lot of people do that kind of stuff. Like they substitute another, but not. I'm just not saying like in bechamel. I'm saying like
I'm talking about bechamel.
Oh, I've never heard of anybody putting cream cheese in bechamel.
You clearly don't watch Carnival Eats on Food Network.
I don't watch TV.
You clearly don't watch Food Network.
Yeah. Yes, I don't. I clearly do not.
And you're supposed to be a 5-star Michelin, 2-star Michelin chef.
I'm not that at all.
I tell everybody you are. So how about you stop making me a liar?
Oh, I mean, it could be a thesis Michelin star, but I'm nowhere close to Michelin star level.
Let me tell you something. I like the sound of that. I enjoy the sound of that completely, 100%. I want you to know that.
Perry Dubs is correct. Real bechamel has no cheese whatsoever in it.
Well, here's the deal. I made a bechamel sauce last night because of Chef. All credit goes to you, bro. And it was not only phenomenal, but I would go as far to say that it was better than anything Chef has personally made in the past, present, or future. And my gravy, in particular, sausage gravy, is absolutely way better than Chef. Sorry. Okay, now I'm paying attention.
I will literally make freaking Cajun gravy. I will freeze it.
Listen,
I will ask Vapor Hayes the best way to ship it in order to keep it impact. So all you have to do is
dry ice.
Okay. I mean, I sent you those cookies, and
hey, admittedly, I don't believe that you used 14 different chocolates.
I didn't use 14. You told me 6. I used 7.
Yes. Overachieving cunt.
You said 5. I did 7.
You're an overachieving cunt whore. Now listen, I consider myself to be the chocolate king.
You're not the chocolate king.
Up until hold on. I'm more than happy to. If I fuck up, if I'm always happy to admit, hey, listen, I can do. I thought I did my best. I can do better. Let me go ahead and start again. I am happy to admit. Not happy. I'm okay with admitting that you win. You, sir, are.
I was about to go get the cocoa powder and a spoon and prove it again.
Listen, I don't want anyone to ever see that episode.
Oh.
It's not funny. Not funny. Listen, you won. You are the chocolate king.
And it was dark chocolate powder.
Sir.
Can you unmute Vapor Haze?
No.
In a minute.
He's already meat lover. I told you he's delivering meat. I wasn't fucking lying. So listen, you are the chocolate king, Haro, and I am the gravy, meat, and grill king.
Until October.
I'll enjoy it right now. It's September 13th. It's Friday the 13th, son.
Great day for
I want everyone to be quiet and I want y'all to listen to Vapor Haze quick. I want to hear where he's delivering.
Yeah, I'm doing a delivery now to Mother's Kitchen, Indian Curry House.
Yeah, and there was a Vietnamese chick you just talked to. I would appreciate it if you, yeah.
Oh, no, she wasn't Vietnamese, mate. She was Chinese.
Sorry. I didn't know.
Vapor Haze should just make a channel of him just like delivering meat.
I want it to be like Blair Witch Project too. Like I don't want there to be like a perfect, beautiful intro. I just want it to be his face, choppy like it is, sunglasses. Oh, hi, mate. And then I want someone to say some. Ow, the cat. Some weird
Feels like
shit. Okay, Vapor Haze, put us in your packet somewhere, like in your breast packet. That way, you know, we can hear the situation. I want to hear.
There we go.
There we go.
There's nobody in the shop. I'm going to get the keys and unlock the place.
Let me go ahead and just look into the camera quick and just say this. To whomever is stealing my mom's and her friend's antique store signs, not only will I find you, I spent $300 on plywood, paint, rollers. Myself and my 6-year-old painted every single one of those by hand. The chicken, the sign sale, and I just installed 17 GPS trackers. I spent $500 out of my own fucking pocket on GPS trackers. I will find you and I will have you on camera. I just got two. I'm a T-Mobile loyal as fuck customer. And I bought 2 trail cameras that are running off of Verizon fucking networks. I will find you. I will fucking find you. The sheriff knows about it and the deputies know about it. What, son? Okay. Vapor Haze, back to you.
What was that? I got too much noise around me, man. I can barely.
Nothing. I want to hear a Hindi accent. If I don't hear a Hindi accent, I quit.
I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are. I don't have any money, but what I do have is a particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. Skills I've acquired over a lifetime. I will find you, and I will kill you.
I don't say that. I do not condone violence.
What was that?
I was talking to YouTube's algorithm. And I mean it. I don't condone violence. I am very... I don't condone violence.
I do, if it's directed at the right people.
Terror? No. I don't condone violence. I just threw up in my mouth.
Because saying that you don't condone violence makes you sick.
Hello?
That kitchen is actually really freaking clean.
What were
For
you
an Indian
expecting?
restaurant, it
Racist
is.
fuck. It's a Hindi shop.
Well, I'm just saying,
yeah,
like, I'm looking at the camera and I'm like,
it's
pretty nice.
It's a really small place, but for what it is,
Hold on.
I'm happy to eat here. I've seen some places that are absolutely disgusting.
I'm genuinely curious here. Are they the non-beef eating Hindis?
Most of them in Australia are vegetarians.
There's actually.
What are you doing there?
There's actually like in the Indian and Hindi or Desi culture where they're vegetarian and they don't eat onions and garlic because they resemble the flavor of meat for that reason.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like there's like we learned about that and we had to make sure that if somebody was vegetarian in school at the restaurant portions of our school and they were that type of vegetarian that we would not include.
Becoming a chef as a vegetarian, that's my question. That's like becoming a vapor and only preferring cigalikes with zero nicotine.
I never claimed that I was a vegetarian.
I'm definitely not. Listen, there's 3 things I love: America, my kids, Guns and meat.
That's 4.
Nope. America, my kids, guns and meat. And vaping. 4 things.
So I was right again.
And all the patrons and all also friends, family, and stuff. But all those go into guns and meat.
And
all
beer.
same category.
And
Do you
stuff.
understand me? Am I difficult to understand, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course I understand you.
Okay, I just realized Stroke Diesel was replaced with a fucking leather ottoman, and John Augusta replaced me with a dog, and then Vapor Haze replaced me with a sidewalk. It's just you and me. I'm nervous.
Just the 2 of us.
Just the 2. Oh, there's Vapor Haze. You can make it if we try. Just the 2. Oh shit! Can I go ahead and show everyone what I'm releasing? This is a Patreon only video, and then it will go live on the regular YouTube channel.
You can share screen.
I don't know how to.
If you.
Oh wait, hold on. More.
Yeah.
Stop live. Nope, not that's not what I want.
No, if you scroll down to the bottom of the Zoom chat, there should be a.
I found it. Choose virtual background. Video settings. Nope, that's not it. Okay, continue to tell me.
There should be an option for share right next to chat.
It says record. Oh, share.
Yeah.
Share
So you
screen.
click on that. Yes.
Okay, I'm sharing screen. Does everyone see it or not?
Yes.
Okay. Bitch, okay, smell the truckers. Now, real quick, I don't know if the audio will show up. So this is the preview to the Patreon only post. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Nas, aka Can you guys hear that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Clearly, not like on my microphone, but clearly.
I mean, it's a little bit like not that loud, but I mean, it's a little bit soft per se.
How about now? This is himself. Now, real quick, I wanted to do
That's
something.
better.
Okay, now here we go. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Nas, aka ThesisHimself. Now, real quick, I wanted to do something a little bit different. What I ended up by deciding on was just to release this real quick. This is just a build video of the barrage. This is not an official presentation video. I also wanted to release a track I've never put up on YouTube. So with that said, I'm kind of working on a visual / music video for it, but it's kind of a side project. So with that said, Ninja Kitties, make sure you guys comment below, share this video. And yeah, enjoy that shit. Where do we go? So before I begin, this is going to be a 30-second preview, 40-second preview of some of my music that's never been released on YouTube, as well as some of the barrage build videos. Here we go. You want the full thing? You'll get it. 8 inches. Ready? Yeah, enjoy that shit. Where do we go? Oops. Sorry, that was my fault. That's called a false start. That's to get everyone's attention.
I've never been that good at making the first impression, but I've always had the best of intentions. It's alright, make the best of what I'm giving. This is my life, it's only mine to be living. I always had to thank you at the end of my sentence. Back in school, I never had perfect attendance. Rarely got an A in any class that I attended. Never had a teacher that was good at teaching lessons. Most days spent with the superintendent. 9 out of 10 times find me in detention. Couldn't think without the blessing. Said I was disruptive and slowly unaffected. All the kids in the way that I'm expressing. Picked up aggression like I was regressing. Someday I'll look back and be regretting, but that day never came, so I stay incessant.
Boom sauce status, son. So yeah. So with that said, the full video will be up. Patreon page. It should be, what is it, Tuesday, and then the presentation video shortly the week following. Yeah, as far as I understand. So yeah, we're good to go. Tim, I want you to say something.
Yep. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing this Friday, and I'm gonna try and set up an OBS system. So it's gonna be like really nice and fancy. Like
I almost just drank my own pee. Holy shit. I was so close to
Like
drinking my own, like right now. Like Ray. I would have known what Ray feels like. Go ahead, keep going.
But why? Well, first off, why is there pee on your desk?
Anyway.
All right. Well, yeah. So we're gonna be doing this like Fridays or Saturdays or whatever the hell Thesis wants, because he does what he wants. He's the sensei. So yeah, I'm gonna try and set up an OBS kind of screen, and yeah, it's gonna be really nice and fancy like.
Fancy like.
Like tomato and freaking.
Your own dumbass says followed you on Insta, same name as here. Gotta go. Love you, Yoda. Yeah, fancy like all sorts of stuff. Keep going.
Yeah. So yep. So other than that, yeah. So whenever you're ready, sir, we can wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
And
we'll give it 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Yeah. So anyway, have you had a chance to work on my lyrical?
I would rather not talk about what you're talking about right now.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yep.
But yep.
You know what upsets me is that your sleeves are done.
My sleeves are done?
Or your forearms done.
Why is that? I mean, what's upsetting about it?
Your right hand side is because you have shading. Mine's all line work. My guy's dead. So what's your excuse?
My excuse, like for right here, you mean?
Sure.
I mean, I don't have that much money to invest in tattoos.
You told me what you make, and I'm impressed. So you shut the fuck up.
I don't have money to invest in tattoos.
Okay, there you go. Much different.
I have more important stuff to.
You're making like double what I am in real life. Well, become a Michelin star. That's what you're saying, right?
I'm not a Michelin star chef. I'm nowhere close.
I doubt it. Have you seen the pictures you've sent me?
I make things look pretty, but
listen, Stroke Diesel doesn't think he's a porn star. Until you see the video that's gone around the internet.
You're on Fat Chefs. I mean, look at what's his name?
Listen, I see the pictures on Fat Chefs. And then I see the ones you send pictures to me. And I am what is known as a food aficionado. And your food looks absolutely stunning. Again, another word I didn't realize was in my lexicon.
I mean, I appreciate the feedback and compliments.
Sure.
There's always somebody better as far as cooking.
That's not true. Have you seen Stroke Diesel's penis?
Well, I mean, Bob Squatch.
Listen, I love Bob. No
offense, Stroke Diesel, but Bob Squatch can.
Bob's legendary.
He can nail somebody.
No, listen. Nobody wants to have sex with a 4-foot diameter penis. Stroke Diesel.
Bro, I just drove over Bob's dick.
Yep.
And he's in Australia. So, but Stroke Diesel, when you watch him masturbate, watch my arm. Watch. My dick, I'm no slouch. But Stroke Diesel goes like this. I've seen it. I've personally seen it. Have you guys ever put your thumb over a garden hose to get it pressurized? So has Stroke Diesel. But it was and I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I was in a fucking pool with Stroke Diesel, a fucking pool, right? I saw the shadow imprint of his penis between him and Bob Squatch. I don't know. It's up in the air.
That's what she said.
Nope, that's not what she said. She was knocked out. She couldn't speak.
Because it was up in the air.
Because it was in the air. And so was she. Bitch, it's okay, mother truckers. Now, with Stroke Diesel being said, I want to tell you that I appreciate y'all vaping with Thesis. It is your boy Thesis. We're out. Are we still live?
Looks like it.
Yes.
I legitimately, Sean, my fucking brother-in-law just joined, and we're
Well,
still
good thing
live.
we're still live.
Yeah. How do we end the live stream, Chef? We haven't talked about this aspect of the channel. Or is that on my end? This is the awkward part where everyone's just waiting.
Yeah. It's on my end too. So.
Okay.
This is the live after show.
Yeah. All right. After show. Fuck it. One of the go. Cheers. It's all good.
Hold on just a second. We're gonna figure this out so we can.
Ooh, that's bad. Mandy needs to make more money. Guys, I'm so sorry.
How's Mandy feeling? Is she better?
She's better. We're not. You know what I mean?
What did you do?
Nothing. We're fighting right now.
Never good.
House, you might have to end it on your YouTube end.
I don't know what I'm. Don't ask me to do things that you
Hold
don't
on.
encourage me to do.
Exit then re-enter.
Yeah.
China,
that's it.
oh shit! China just joined. This bitch. China's 6'12" and shit.
He's also Kimbo Slice. And
He is. He's Kimbo Slice. His dick's like
Kimbo's dead.
barely 17 inches and shit. Oh shit! Don't say that. Don't say. You know, listen. You say a lot of dumb shit. Excuse me, but that shouldn't be one of them. So how, guys, girls, I'm so, for the most part, I'm so sorry. Whose phone is next to the speakers? Can you please stop it?
I don't know what it is. So yeah.
Do we not know how to end this?
I don't know. This, like we said, this is an experiment kind of thing. So yeah.
Okay. So we're just stuck live. Wee.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Andrew, please shut your fucking mute.
Hey, I'm muted. But
Someone's
I put it
phone.
on mute. I'm not. It's not me. Otherwise, it would have been doing it the whole time that I'm on. It's only just started.
Okay. Sean, I'm going to put you on mute for a second. No, it can't be him. He doesn't
Wait,
have
no,
it.
you're the host. So right click on live.
Where,
It says,
there is no live. It's just end meeting.
It says on the very top left-hand corner, live, right?
Okay.